The title of this video is, "Hey Doctor, where did you get those cadavers?" The man on your screen to your left is Dr. Samuel Rosen. In 1952, he was conducting ear surgery, and he gently touched upon a bone. And the man suddenly said, "I can hear, I can hear." And Dr. Rosen went on to develop a technique supposedly to help restore hearing. Now in this interview, he's going to be asked a very specific question. Let's join and hear what Dr. Rosen has to say.
How do you go about practicing an operation that you can't practice on live people?
Practice it on dead people.
I guess that was a pretty obvious question. Is there any trouble in finding sufficient dead people to...
Well, yes, there is. There shouldn't be, but there is. But I knew when that man said I can hear everything, that I had done something that made him hear. Now, how was I going to find out how to do deliberately what I had really done accidentally? And the only way I could do that was to develop new instruments, look into the ears of dead people, see the structures there, touch them, work with them, push them, pull them, and try to do what I thought I did on that man. And in that way, I did, in a way, what Ray George has done.
Ray Charles.
With his Ray Charles record. Excuse me, Ray Charles. But it doesn't matter. But he's done.
You were thinking of his song "Georgia on My Mind."
Yes. But he has developed his hearing in the same way that I have developed this feeling in my fingers and in the muscles of my hand in doing a very delicate operation.
I heard you had some trouble getting cadavers.
Yes, I did.
You didn't go out at midnight or anything like in the old Lon Chaney movies.
No, I didn't go out at midnight, but I did a lot of my cadaver work at midnight because then everything was quiet. Nobody was watching me.
How do you get them? If you're...
Well, that's kind of a military secret.
Is it? Nothing sinister, I hope.
Well, no, not really, but I just got them.
Okay.
I'm glad I got them. And I can't tell you how, because I might get someone into trouble.
Oh, I see. Okay. I know you were a friend... Well, bursting with questions. How do those people live to be 120 and 30 in those various...
Okay, notice how the talk show host will drop it and change the subject. Now, you need to know that seated next to Dr. Samuel Rosen is Ray Charles, and that's why he made the goof up about his name, Ray George or Ray George. Anyhow, we're going to be doing some detective work here, and so I need for you to be patient here for just a minute while I put my computer up so that you can look at this article that was written. Thank you for your patience. I'm not very good with all the technology. So I'm going to take you to the little diagram here on the left, so you have a little understanding of what he was talking about. Okay, it's this bone right here. I'm not sure I pronounce it correctly. Stapes or staps. This little bone that he was touching and when he touched it, the man suddenly says, "I can now hear." So that's what this is all about. And supposedly he developed a type of surgery that can help individuals who have this condition. The condition is such that I believe this bone has extra content, or it's a little bigger than it should be, or whatever, and they're born that way, and it prevents hearing. So his surgery was around this particular bone. Now I'm going to take you to the completion of this article. By the way, this article can be found right here at this particular site. In case you want to find it yourself. Okay, so now I'm going to take you down to the bottom of this article, where we're going to read about the cadavers. What went on. Okay, we will be... Let me see if I can get this adjusted for you. I'm sorry it's not that big, and all my ways are not the best in terms of understanding and using programs and technology. But we're going to look at right here. Right on this page right here. It says, a few weeks later, the police turned up at Rosen's house over concerns that he was a serial murderer. 2 people had been killed in the area, and the police received reports of Rosen handling dead bodies. Indeed, Rosen did have cadavers in his basement, but he had obtained these from the medical school to allow him to dissect the stapes more carefully. He used the cadavers to devise surgical access to the stapes and to instantly practice the fine hand movements needed to gently move the bone. Rosen may have accidentally rediscovered stapes mobilization, but it was the scientific rigor and determination that meant he would be the one to forever change the world of stapes surgery. And if I pronounce that incorrectly, I do apologize. I'm not a doctor. I'm just like you. I'm curious, and I do research on anything and everything. So there you have it. The police showed up at his house, fearing he was a serial murderer. Now, this is not to say that he is or was a serial murderer. This is just simply to say, where did you get the cadavers? And why can't you answer the question publicly? If everything is done correctly and ethically, then why would it be difficult to answer the question, where did you get the dead bodies? So I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm going to ask you if you have any comments, or if you've done any research yourself, or if you'd like to research, please research this for yourself and leave some comments in the section below. So this ends the video called, "Hey, Doctor, where did you get those cadavers?" Thank you for watching.